Hey you, yes, you, subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1k subs and 100,000 total channel views by the end of the year, so it would mean a lot if you could like, subscribe, and watch until the end since I spend so much time on these videos. Alright, thanks, bye.
Episode 12, The Rise of the Great Devourer.
Welcome back to Ninjago, where Wu is doing some late night meditating and has a vision of the Great Devourer being released, which is super important for this episode, so, I don't know, make a mental note or something. Then cut to Nia, Kai, and Jay, and Kai is talking to Nia about why the Fang Blades need to be burned at Torchfire Mountain, because it's the only place that has enough heat to melt them, which is low-key bullshit, but we'll get back to that later. Jay does a little trolling.
Please, no one talk about food. How much longer till we get there?
Not long. Hey Cole, you look a little green over there. How'd you like a mucus salt sandwich?
And
Who would have guessed little Lloyd Garmadon turned out to be the Green Ninja?
I know. He was such a brat at first.
Was? He is a brat. But anyways, cut to Lloyd attempting to train, but Pythor phases in and ties up Lloyd to this punching bag, covering his mouth up with tape so he can't alert the ninja that he's on board. Now, as the resident party pooper, I do have to mention that tying Lloyd to a punching bag is quite literally the dumbest thing that Pythor could have chosen to bind him to. I mean, I get he had limited options, but all Lloyd has to do is wiggle a little and he's free. But doesn't matter, cause cut to this tour bus driver.
And if you look to your left, you'll find Ninjago's very own Torchfire Mountain, where the core of the natural volcano can reach up to 3 bajillion degrees.
And this is where we go back to what I was saying earlier. You're telling me that this normal law metal takes 3 bajillion degrees to melt it? No. Like, first of all, Ninjago is not a safe place to fucking reside if that thing is even on the fucking continent. Second of all, it's active, it's spewing lava over the sides, and y'all are concerned about a little fairy tale snake? This shit is the main threat, these tourists should be obliterated right now, and Ninjago should be unlivable minimum. Anyways, whatever I guess, because that shit isn't even important to the plot, but like, whatever. The ninja fly their way past the bus to the volcano, and fuck me I guess, because they're literally right above it and it's not killing them.
Give it a minute while we settle into position.
The best they can do is say it's hot.
It's roasting out here.
These motherfuckers should be writing their will, but
Butts are for sitting.
the ninja grab the blades and confront Wu about being distant and stuff, which turns out he's been doing because of his vision, and he tells them that he can't see the future through his visions like he usually can, which means he's gonna die or something. And the ninjas start to destroy the Fang Blade. What the fuck is that? These motherfuckers must have a death wish. This shit is not secure. But they're slow as fuck, and during the time they all waste by setting up a whole ass, very much unnecessary plank, and just fucking standing there, Pythor manages to fuck up the control panel, causing the bounty to start falling. Wu falls off the edge of the ship, but the ninja pull a Hail Mary and jump off to catch him, which is hella risky, but I mean, as a not-so-wise man once said,
when you're risky, you take whiskey.
And editing Ash here, I don't know how I didn't notice when I scripted this episode like a week ago, but these fucking buffoons throw the Fang Blades behind them on the deck to go get Wu, when they could literally just chuck them forwards and off the ship, successfully destroying them. They're going that direction anyways to save Wu. But no, let's make this the most complicated process ever for no reason. Anyways, they still don't take heat damage, which is some hot bullshit, no pun intended, and Lloyd finally breaks free of the bag that he was tied to and tells everyone,
Pythor's on board!
and again, do these people fucking care about him? He's been tied up for a hot second, no pun intended, and not a single person has noticed or went to check on him. But let's break it down. He's been MIA for at least a couple hours because according to this scene, it's dark, and when we flip to Lloyd training and simultaneously getting tied up, you can clearly see through this window it's still night, meaning this kid has been tied up until, at the very least, morning, and at the worst, about midday, which, judging from how time progresses throughout the rest of the episode, I'd wager by the time they get to the volcano, it's about 1 p.m.-ish, or lunchtime, and we can confirm this by seeing the tourists beginning to eat sandwiches. Now, in the grand scheme of things, everything I've proven is absolutely fucking useless, but I feel vindicated right now, so let me have my moment. But either way, Lloyd attempts to fight off Pythor with minimal help from Nia, and does kinda okay for someone that hasn't passed the 5th grade. But Pythor manages to escape with the blades, which pisses me off because these fuckers had so much time to throw the blades off the ship. Here, and plenty of other times. But no, they had to fuck around and find out. Anyways, Skills has prepared an evac team for Pythor, and they invade the tour bus and force the driver to take the Snake Gang on a detour to Ouroboros. Oh yeah, also, Wu and the ninja all fall and low-key almost die, but Nia saves them with the mech. Anyways, the ninja, Nia, and Wu all take off for Ouroboros, leaving Lloyd behind. They catch up to the snake train, which has been turned into a literal snake train at this point, courtesy of the Fangpire, and beat up various goons, but eventually they make their way on board and beat up more snakes. Ah, music to my ears. And Pythor throws out the driver, taking control, with Wu eventually making his way up to the front and pulling this shit.
Pythor's in there with the 4 fang blades! Who's first? Sensei! What are you doing?
My destiny is to face Pythor alone. Your destiny is to look after Lloyd.
And this shit is so dramatic. Like, A, this is completely unnecessary for Wu to be doing. Like, I know his smoke vision stopped, which I guess means he has to die, but he's like forcing it to happen, which makes no sense. And B, y'all literally have fucking vehicles in your hands. You could follow him if you really wanted to, but no. All y'all's lazy asses just sit there until Lloyd fumbles his way into picking y'all up. Downright disgraceful, I tell you. But anyways, cut to Wu and Harry Kane. I won't lie to you, it's getting to the point where I'm not sure if I've used these names in a previous video, so you might hear the same name used multiple times. Please come back, Epic 101 official. I need you now more than ever. But anyways, Wu is about ready to get eaten when he steps on Pythor's tail, which I assume is the snake equivalent of getting kicked in the nuts, so that move is super effective, and it causes them to crash very conveniently right next to Ouroboros, and Pythor scampers away with the blades to awaken the Devourer. He places the blades while I assume Wu is still knocked out from the crash, and some weird smoke/gas/aura thing materializes everywhere, and
What have you done?
okay, never mind, I guess he's not in a coma. Pythor gives a boring-ass cookie-cutter villain monologue.
Don't you see? Releasing the Great Devourer is the only way to get back at the people in Ninjago. We're locking my kind underground for all those years. We should have been the ones moving the surface, not you!
We do not care.
And boom, after a 12-episode build-up, the Devourer is finally released. And quick tangent, but if the Devourer was down there the whole time, then back in that one episode where the ninja fight the samurai, or Nia, when that giant ball dropped down, what the fuck happened? Did he eat it? Did he get a comically large bump on his head? Or was he even down there yet? Does he only materialize when you collect all the fang blades and therefore unleash him? To be honest, that one makes the most sense as an excuse, so I'm gonna roll with that. But anyways, back to the show. And the rest of the goon squad gets there just in time to see Pythor and Wu standing by the soon-to-be-unleashed Devourer, and Wu grabs Pythor so he can escape, once again talking about how it's both their destinies to get fucked by the Great Devourer. Okay, pause, not like that. Which is unnecessary on Wu's part yet again. He legit does not have to die with Pythor and can definitely find a way to save himself, whether it be to spin Jitsu out of the way or even just pushing Pythor in and jumping away, because this dude definitely has the agility to dodge the Devourer from what I've seen. It's like this dude wants to die. Like this dude wants to have his "you must go on without me" moment so bad, bro. But the Devourer rises, shooting through the ground below, immediately makes a beeline for Wu and Pythor, and end.